Today it's the Whaleworks 1/12 scale Ash. This is a super articulated black blank body. Let's check it out.
And here we go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. The Whaleworks Ash. I have been looking forward to this figure for the past handful of months when it went up on pre-order, because I know that there are a bunch of you customizers out there that could make a really awesome Symbiote Spider-Man out of this thing. So let's get started with it, starting with his package. And I got to say, this might be one of the prettiest third-party figure packages I've seen. It's not a very big package.
That's what she said.
But the artwork, the print, I should say, and the material is really nice. Look at that figure image right there. That looks great. It says Ash, got the symbiote tendrils right there. It was very clear that this company wanted this to be made into a Black Suit Spider-Man. There's no doubt about it. Looks really good. On the back, it's got some more figure images. They could utilize the space a little more, but I say that a lot. But either way, this is pretty good for a package without any windows.
What's in the box?
So let's get it out of the way and let's get started with Ash here, because I gotta say, this thing is really, really cool for what it is. First things first, we're gonna do the accessories, first on this thing so everybody can get a look at the thing they're wanting to look at. So, for accessories, he obviously gets 3 different head sculpts. He gets this human-looking head sculpt right here on him in the package. He gets another head sculpt right here that honestly, to me, kind of looks like a blank Spawn head. Again, you customizers out there that could probably do something with that and make this look really, really nice. And of course, the head sculpt that everybody kind of tuned in for, the sort of Symbiote Spider-Man head sculpt. And I gotta say, this was done really weird, because there are 3 different options for this head sculpt, and for this particular one, and it kind of it's a randomized thing. It's got the blue tinted one right here that came with mine. It's got the red ones like you saw on the package, and it's got a gray set as well. And it's really random what one will come with your figure. I got lucky and got the blue ones. I think honestly this looks the best and the most applicable for a custom. He also comes with 16 different hands. He's got 2 fist hands on him in the package, and in a wide variety of open style pose hands, all kinds of stuff. It didn't come with any whippy hands, so that kind of sucks, but it did come with some trigger hands, so if you wanted to put a weapon in his hand, you could definitely do that. Comes with 2 different sets of feet, come with like the human feet right here, and they're done really, really well. We'll go over them more in the articulation, and kind of a generic set of like shoes, almost like dress shoes, I guess, but if you put some paint on, you can probably turn them into sneakers or whatever. And it also comes with an exchangeable neck piece, or a neck joint, and a little bag with replacement joints for looks like for shoulders and wrists and stuff like that. Why we get stuff like that, I don't know, but it is in there. Anyways, let's look at him, because I've kind of put that off long enough. This figure looks really nice, very nicely shaped, particularly for, again, a Symbiote Spider-Man, if that's what you wanted to do with it. But I love the black matte finish all over it. Looks really, really good. His musculature looks really good. His engineering and the shape of him is very Revoltech. So if that's not a look you like, this might not be the figure for you, but so many third-party companies in particular are starting to go to that because of the articulation. I think people are okay with its aesthetic. I think he looks really, really good. Let's stand him next to the Maximum Spider-Man from Hasbro, and this really just shows Hasbro what a Spider-Man figure is supposed to be built like, if you can see that right there. Now, as far as height and size, he is slightly taller than Maximum Spider-Man, and I do mean slightly. But he's a little bit bigger stature. The waist really isn't much bigger, but just the shoulders and arms and legs, this stuff are bigger, and he just looks a lot better. But you could definitely fudge this into, your Marvel Legends, your Revoltech, your Mafex displays, and he would blend right in. So luckily, that's a thing. This didn't turn out too short or too big. It's actually kind of perfect, in my opinion. I think it looked really, really nice. Let's get, Spider-Man out of the way here. Articulation-wise, he's going to move almost exactly like a Revoltech, but we'll just start with the head. He's got a neck right here, a little look down all the way. Looks really, really nice. Head and neck will lean back. The head will look up fantastically, and you get all kinds of nuance and stuff, and that's because he is on a double ball peg that is done very, very well. I like it a lot, and I like how it sits up into the head sculpt. Sometimes double ball pegs, their potential gets kind of quelled because of the way the head sculpts are done. The ball peg doesn't sit up in there, but it sets up in there very, very nicely. Definitely Revoltech shoulders, if you know what I'm talking about. The deltoid up here is basically a shell with that kind of ball socket up in there. But you'll get up above 90, so I've got no problem there. You can do a full 360. He's still a little tight, but that's okay. Arms come way across the body, if you see that right there. Like it's nothing. All I did was move them. I didn't even have to force it. Now, again, it's Revoltech, so it's got that piece right there. It's still shaped like Pac that moves back and forward right there. That's not my favorite look, but I know that some of you all like that, and if you do, you will really like this guy. Bicep swivel, of course. Got the Revoltech elbow as well, but there's not any real spacing there in that elbow joint that Revoltech figures sometimes can get. You know, speaking of like that Street Fighter 6 Ryu that looked like crap right there in the elbow, this looks pretty good, but it's double jointed. Tons of range, and that elbow looks good, so I like it a lot. Wrists are ball hinges like normal, so you get the rotation and your movement. Right here in the torso, there is a double ball peg in there, and just on that abdominal break, look how far forward that thing leans. That is fantastic. Every other manufacturer, including Storm Arena, needs to take a note from that. Leans back very well, and of course side to side and twist just on that. Ball peg down here in the waist, and it's got that kind of the soft diaper piece, and then another soft kind of floaty piece in between. And when you add it all together, you get that. It's absolutely fantastic. Leans way, way back, and you still get your twist and all that stuff. Legs, full-on splits like it's nothing. That's how it's done. Oh, and I should tell you all that this figure and this figure cost the same. Do with that information what you will. Front kick, not the best front kick, but when you combine it with the lean forward of that body, oh, it's super duper good. I love it. Thigh swivels, again, are that Revoltech where like the leg kind of rotates out when you utilize the thigh swivel. So I'm not that big of a fan of that. I'd rather just rotate and then we move the hip how we want. But I'm not going to condemn the figure. It's still pretty good. With that double jointed knee, of course, tons of range. Proportions are perfect. I love it. No shin swivel, which is not a problem for me. Ball hinge ankles, like most figures, will go down pretty darn far. Not too much up. Does have some rocker. No peg hole in the bottom of the foot. And as far as his toe hinge, it'll go up and it'll kind of come down like that. So the toe hinge, not too shabby, maybe a little bit too far back, but it is what it is. As far as aesthetic, I love the aesthetic on this figure, and I like the articulation. This guy can do Spider-Man poses all day long. You could put him in the buck just however you want. You know, if that's kind of something you want to sit and stare at, you can do it. This guy can get in any kind of Spider-Man pose you're looking for. Really, really nice. My final thoughts on this figure. I recommend you get one. They're a little pricey from what I understand on the secondary market. I looked before I even did this video. I looked at eBay, and some people are asking upwards of $100 for this guy, and I can see why. This thing is a customizer's dream as far as if you're looking to make your own like customized Symbiote Spider-Man. This is definitely the figure for you. This thing will make a fantastic one. I will probably sell this because I'm not a customizer to that level, so I don't have the skills to do it, but I will probably put this in the hands of somebody that can, just like I did with that black Roman key big guy body. I sold it to somebody who was going to make a really nice custom out of it. Anyways, highly recommend if you can get it. Anyways, this has been Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.